Well, here's the weird thing. Like, I don't like baseball. I think it's a boring sport.
It is very boring.
It's
to
fun to
watch.
play.
But
yeah,
I
to watch,
but
it's just stupid.
But I love movies and shows that have baseball.
Oh,
in it
me
for
too,
some
man.
reason.
I just watched Major League not too long
Major
ago.
League's
It's fucking
great.
awesome.
Moneyball.
Moneyball's great.
Moneyball was good
That was
too.
a really good movie.
A League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Or a League of
that
The
was a good
original
one.
That was a great
I
one.
really liked
Yeah.
that one.
I've
too.
never seen the other one.
I haven't either.
But
I heard it was
that's
not
great.
good.
The Sandlot.
There was
Sandlot's
amazing.
fucking
There
There was
awesome.
Field of Dreams. That made it.
Field of
I
Dreams.
haven't
seen that one.
Field of Dreams was good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got Ray Liotta in there, as
Yeah.
a baseball player.
Same thing with all the like Twilight Zone shows that they had baseball in. One of my favorite Twilight Zones is this kid. He has these magical baseball cards that he can go into the game.
Oh, cool.
Right? And so he goes into the game. Spoiler alert. His mom throws them all in the fire because he kept them out all the time. She kept saying,
shit.
if you keep them out, I'm going to throw these away. She threw them, as he's already in there, into the fireplace and burned them all.
He burned too.
We don't know. It's a Twilight
Yeah.
Zone.
You know what?
Hitchcock's face.
That show used to be so fucking good.
Oh,
That one needs
the
to come
originals
back.
were amazing.
The
Bring it
originals,
back.
but even the was
the
it
later ones
80s
were
and
good too.
90s?
Yeah, those were
Those
good
were
too.
great
the
too.
John Lithgow one where he was on the plane.
Yeah,
but
that was the movie. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. That
was the
Yeah,
movie.
that's the movie.
and that was
the-
a remake of the Shatner
Yeah,
one
the
from
Shatner
the original
one,
show.
yeah.
So they
Yeah.
had the Gremlin. It was the first one, I think. The Gremlin
The
on
opening
the pain.
scene from
Yeah.
that movie.
Oh,
Though, when
yeah,
they're riding
Dan
Midnight
Aykroyd.
Special, and they're
Yeah.
oh my,
But the
gave me fucking nightmares
Oh
for
yeah,
fucking.
you want to see
years.
something really scary?
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
the best one out of the because it was like 3. They always did things in 3s
Yeah.
in those things back then. Like what was the other one that did that? Fuck.
There was the airplane that they had to drew the tires for. Was that
I don't know if
Hitchcock
that's that
or was
one.
that was the Amazing Stories?
But they always did them
Might have been Amazing
in
Stories.
3s.
That was another good one.
Creepshow was the other one that did like
Creepshow,
3 shows.
yep.
yeah.
But the best one in that Twilight Zone movie is the last one, and it's the one where the super racist guy
Yes.
ends up going back in time.
You know what? In real life, him
That happened.
Yeah, well,
It happened in real life.
In real life, that actor and 2 of the kids in the scene with him were killed by a helicopter crashing into it.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
the-
I forgot
the-
there was some. That's the
Yeah.
other thing about movies nowadays. Everyone's a
me.
pussy.
It's me.
Everyone's a pussy nowadays. People died in movies back
Yeah,
then.
and the director
And then they
John
just
Landis.
put it out.
Yeah, the director John
In
Landis
memorandum.
got sued and like almost fucking.
but
I
that
think he
was
almost went to
such
jail.
a great fucking
It
story.
was awesome.
I didn't understand it as a child until I watched it when I was a little bit
Yeah.
older. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first time I saw that movie was like 6.
Yeah, I was pretty young too.
See,
when
I
saw it.
loved the show. I loved all those shows.
I did too.
I would watch. What was that? Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Tales from the Dark Side.
Tales from the Dark Side. That was
That was a great one.
That was actually one of my favorites.
Me too.
They
They had a movie of that too.
What was the other ones?
was
Yeah,
Amazing
the movie is
Amazing
the one.
Stories
Movie
was
was
another
great.
one.
Amazing Stories.
The movie's the one that had the kid that had all the powers and shit, right?
That was Amazing Stories.
No, that was
No,
The
no,
kid-
he's right.
The kid was
yeah.
a psychic one, wasn't
No,
he? Like,
he's right. The kid
he wasn't a psychic.
No, he was,
could
like, holding
conjure.
his-
He
Yeah.
could conjure
Yeah.
Like,
shit
he
up.
made
and-
his sister have no mouth.
Yeah,
Yes,
he was like
that-
holding
that's
his whole
out of
family
Tales from the Dark
hostage.
Side.
Yeah.
Was that Tales from
Yeah.
the Dark
Yeah.
Side?
yeah,
Because
And
that was
the
also
crazy
the
ass
same.
fucking rabbit that showed up
Yeah.
at the
Yes.
house. Oh my
Yeah,
fucking
because that was
Tales
the
from
same
the Dark
one.
Side was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was the
I
same one that
remember
had the
that.
gargoyle story. Remember where the guy like he sees someone
He
get killed
became
by
the
a gargoyle
gargoyle or something like
no,
that?
the woman
Well,
he
he
married
put somebody
ended
into
up
television.
getting like the woman he married ended up turning into the gargoyle because he like broke a promise or something.
Who did he put into the television? Was it the babysitter?
No, it was his sister.
It was his sister
running from the
yeah.
fucking cartoon people.
Yeah.
God, that was
Put her
a
in there.
fucking nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
fever fucking dream.
But
Fuck yeah, it
Tales
was.
from the Dark
It was
Side had some
great.
fucking great episodes.
Oh,
I
awesome.
wish some of those things would come back. Like Creepshow
I
was
know.
great.
They've made some new creep
Yeah,
show
but
stuff.
but
they're on
not,
Shudder.
and they're also not. A lot of the things aren't as good. Like the
No.
writing sucks
Yeah,
now.
it's not as good.
The
as it
writing
used
back
to be.
then, for some
I
reason, was
watched,
really, really good on those style of shows.
Yeah.
Other shows, maybe not.
I feel like it's because the writers also back then they just knew how to write a story
it was
very
cocaine.
well.
They all
yeah,
had fucking cocaine.
it was '80s. It was.
They had higher standards when it came to writing.
No, it was cocaine.
It was-
It's
it was
just,
fucking-
Tim's right. It
cocaine
was
too.
all cocaine.
Rails of cocaine while they're in the writing room.
It was
dude.
all
It's just-
cocaine and like, oh shit, AIDS is a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
Well,
it was.
And if you,
You wanna-
sneeze on
no.
someone, you might get AIDS.
You want to see a movie that was made entirely while the director was on cocaine? Maximum Overdrive.
Well,
Stephen
that's
King
a terrible
directed that.
fucking movie.
It's fucking awful, but Stephen King has said he doesn't remember anything from making that because he
He
was
doesn't.
on,
He doesn't remember
high on cocaine
Cujo
the whole time.
He doesn't remember writing Cujo at all.
He doesn't?
Not at all. He didn't even know that was a thing till years later.
Wow.
No, that's Stephen King for you. That guy's fucking wacko
dude,
anyway.
he used to be on everything. But
he's even more. He's whack. He's still a crazy person.
Well,
on
see,
Twitter and shit.
I mean, like
Yeah.
I said, if they tried doing something like that these days, I don't think it'd have the fear factor that did when we were kids.
maybe
Our
not.
kids, I mean, kids these days are so fucking jaded. Really, we didn't have the internet then, right?
No.
We didn't have all the scary shit you see on the internet. Now
Al
it's just
Gore hadn't invented it yet.
We just. I think kids today would
Really
have
said
like.
that.
I'm not worried about my kids seeing a scary movie because I don't think they're gonna get. Even if there is a slight bit of trauma with it, which I doubt there would be.
Yeah.
Like, what are they going to be afraid of?
Well, my ex, her daughter, fucking loved scary movies.
Yeah, my daughter loves them too. She's
all
like-
she wanted to
it's-
watch.
yeah,
She loved
just
it. She
loves
loved
horror movies.
She loved the idea of being scared to where she was like, I don't want to go upstairs
Yeah.
now and go to bed. I want to
Well,
stay
as
down
parents,
here.
you get annoyed by that, so you
yeah,
don't want to watch.
but she loved that. I mean, she loved the new It. I mean, she was like 9
yeah.
when that came out.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
how old
that
like
had
most
some
of us were
scary
when we were
shit
watching
in
that
it,
shit.
But really,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe because I'm an adult and I don't really see scary stuff anymore as
It's-
scary. But
I think the one that really got her was one of the Annabelles. Because I don't think it was the
Oh,
first
yeah.
one. I think it was like the second one where it had all these crazy shit.
mine
things
was
going
my,
on.
it's
my
just 'cause-
daughter's was Conjuring. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
she couldn't
Conjuring.
finish
Which
it.
is
She's
all
like,
out
I
of the
don't wanna
same.
watch that
It's all out
anymore.
of the same universe.
Same
Yeah.
universe,
She's
yeah.
like, I can't watch that.
Yeah,
Um,
no, it was those movies are the ones that got her where she was like, I'm not gonna go upstairs and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Can I sleep
Well,
downstairs on the couch?
Also,
And
when
we're like,
you're a
yeah, that's
kid,
fine.
the suspension of disbelief is entirely different. Like, you know,
Well, yeah, I
to
was-
us, it's a lot more real when
I've
we're
told
kids
this story
than
how
when we're grown up.
the first fucking scary movie that I saw was, and it's dumb as shit now watching it, but back then was what was it? Return of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah,
The
great movie,
goofy ass fucking ones,
so much fun. I love those
or was
movies.
it Night of the Living Dead?
No, Night of the Living Dead was the serious one.
Okay, so it's Return of the Living
Return
Dead.
of the Living Dead were more comedy,
And it was, I think, the Return of the Living Dead. I think it was the first one.
yeah.
And
Where they're in the graveyard.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
The punk
okay.
rockers.
Uh-huh.
Fucking
Yeah.
titties.
Yep.
But
That
I was 5.
That was Linnea
I-
Quigley. She was,
I was-
naked the whole time.
Yeah, I was 5 when I watched that.
Yeah.
Right. So 5, and then I was scared of the dark till I was like 22. I was like, I'm gonna get fucking killed by a zombie.
That was your fear?
They had the oil zombie. Remember him? He was like all skeleton covered in like oil.
I remember
and shit.
seeing the
Yeah.
fucking dog that was supposed to be a fucking a cutout of a dog, so you could see the organs of it.
Uh-huh.
Coming back to life inside its little fucking
Oh,
split cage
I know-
thing.
Jesus.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and
too.
it's all
yeah.
No, mine was Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
That was good.
Yeah,
I
that was a good
liked that
And
one
see,
though when
I
I
was
was a
scared to
kid.
death of what's
I
under my
remember
bed all the fucking time. I just
Night of
could
the
not
Creeps
stand
scared
that.
the crap out of me. when I
Never
was a
seen
kid.
that one.
Night of the Creeps. It was awesome. It was so it took place on in a college campus, and like these basically alien like slugs were going around jumping into people's mouths and turning them into zombies.
Oh
haven't
shit!
seen
You know what
that
I'm
at
talking
all.
about?
Yes, I vaguely
Yeah.
remember something
There was this
like
guy
that.
with like crutches and shit.
Is it something like them coming out of the drains too, or something
They,
like that?
well,
Is-
they did, but
is
they
it-
also like it's like this alien ship crash, and all these slugs start coming out, and they're like they move like super fast, and they jump in people's mouths and turn them into zombies.
vaguely
Sounds like
remember that.
every movie back then
I
because
vaguely
you also had
It was
remember.
80s,
You
yeah.
had Critters.
Oh yeah, Critters,
Critters and
was fun.
Gremlins. Fucking
I-
crazy shit, dude.
Both of those were kind of more comedic, though.
I still haven't seen Critters, and I've always
the
wanted to.
cripes, as they call
Because my
them.
parents
Critters-
wouldn't let me watch
Yeah,
that.
Critters is awesome.
My parents wouldn't let me watch that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And like everybody in my class was like, Critters, you gotta see
Yeah.
it. This one critter kills a guy out of the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Well,
what?
There's this one
That
part where
sounds awesome.
a bunch of critters go together and they make a giant
Yeah,
ball
critter
of critters.
ball. I heard about that. No, I know. See, this is the thing. This is how I got all the references.
Yeah.
All the kids that would talk about these things. So I knew about the critter ball, the fucking toilet
They-
scene, all that shit.
The aliens that come down to fight the critters. I'll see a video, a music video, and so they decide to make themselves look like the characters from that music video. So they look like punk rockers or like, yeah, it's fucking hilarious. So like the aliens
I love
have
the
to look like
80s.
they do, like humans do. So they see a music video and they look like I think Twisted Sisters
Oh,
with a big flowing
80s
fucking,
hair band.
it's like just
yes,
five
exactly.
five
Like,
D Snyders.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
You want to rock, or I want to rock.
Essentially, the ones that are fighting the critters in this is a fucking 80s hair band.
Dude, that was the other thing that they did a lot of in movies
a
back then.
Britpop band or something like
They
that.
did a lot of that shit when the aliens would come down, like what Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They did,
Cool
but they
as
did a
shit.
lot of shit like that where the guys would come back and they would pick the most obscure type of person to be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they'd be that, and you'd be like, "What
Why-
the
why
fuck?
did
the aliens
shoot
didn't
Why did it go
understand
that
our
way?"